Hello and welcome in this my series of computing with the Python. In the previous lecture, we discussed about Jupyter Notebook, how we can use different type of statements, how we can save the file, and many more. This lecture is based on logical expression and operators. Logical operators are generally used for combining two or more relation statements. They return Boolean values. The logical operators are used primarily in the expression evaluation to make a decision. These operators allow the evaluation and manipulations of specific bits within the integer. A logical expression is a statement that can either be true or false. For example, we have A is less than B is a logical expression, and it can be either true or false on what values of A and B are given. Note that this differs from mathematical expression which denote the truth statement. In the previous example, the mathematical expression A less than B is that A is less than B, and the values of A and B where A greater than or equal to B are not permitted. Logical expressions form a basis of computing. In this lecture, all the statements are assumed to be logical rather than mathematical unless otherwise indicated. In Python, a logical expression that is true will compute the value true, and a false expression will compute the false value. This is a new data type of known as Boolean, and which has the built-in value true or false. Comparison operators compare the values of two numbers which are used to build logical expression. Python reserves the symbols like less than and equal to, greater than and equal to, negation, and equals. So these symbols will be used for the comparison in the Python. See here we have some are the very important notations. Here are the column. This is the first column which are the symbols of the operators, and in the second column we have the description about the operators, and column third and fourth are associated with the examples and their truth values. So you can see in the very first row which I have highlighted at this place, greater than is the very first sign is the greater than, and we can use for two numbers A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, then it will be true, depend upon the value. Okay, either it will be true or false. Similarly, we have greater than and equal. For two different numbers we have A greater than and equal to B. If the condition is satisfied, then it will be true, or if the condition is not satisfied, then it cannot be true. Here is also less than, and this is the symbol or notation. A is less than B. This is the false if the condition is not satisfied. Similarly, we have this example also. The notation is less than and equal to. The truth or the result will be false or true depending upon the condition. See here we are entering some useful statements, and these statements will help you in many ways. See here I have 5 is less than 9, and when I will enter, you can see that the output of the above statement is true. And also if I can use here the sign equal, this is the equal sign, and when I will enter, and the statement can be easily entered by using shift and enter. Okay, so when I will enter, you can see that the statement is again true. If I make here small change, this is I have 10, and when I will enter the statement, you can see that the statement is now becomes false. So in this way we can use the above expressions. We can check by whether it is true or false, and all these are basic operators to compare the two numbers, two values, and according to that we need the required decision, or decision will be declared when we play the statement. See here, if I am using here the equal sign, and when I will enter, you can see that 10 cannot be equal to 9, so it is false. Or this is the negation sign we have is factorial, and this one. Okay, so when you will run this statement, this is true. Okay, 10 is not equal to 9, so it is true. And when you will use this statement, okay, and when you will enter, it is false. So the another way to use this statement we have is assigning the number. I have A is equal to 9, and the value of B is equal to, suppose that is 6. Okay, I have the statement A is less than B. So when I will run this code, which is I have the three statement here, and I can easily execute this statement here by pressing shift and enter. So you can see that the statement again is false, and if I replace these values, this is 6 and this is 9, and when you we will execute this shell, this will return true. Okay, A is less than B because A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 9. So there are different ways to use all this statement, and either if you are using this A is equal to B, this will return false result. Okay, and negation also can be used. This will return true value, and greater than and equal to, we have this notation and enter. So these are the some few examples how we can use these operators to declare the result whether the given statement is true or false, and how we can compare two numbers, two values, two assignments in a different way. I hope this lecture will be very helpful for all of you. Thank you very much to see this lecture till the end.